What is good, y'all? Today, in honor of Madden 27 coming out, we're going to be reviewing their ratings. We're going to review some of the offensive ratings. I don't care to review the defense or the offensive line ratings because this is a semi-casual channel. Now, with that being said, let's get into it. They have Josh Allen at a 99 overall. Josh Allen 99. That's fine. That's a fine rating. I mean, yeah, that's fine. Matt Stafford 99, that's deserved MVP coming off probably his best season ever. Joe Burrow at a 97. Doesn't seem like a problem until you see Lamar Jackson at 94. Joe Burrow has never, ever been better than Lamar Jackson. Both were injured last year, and Lamar Jackson takes the hit for it, and Joe Burrow does not. Joe Burrow was a 97 overall last year, and he's a 97 this year. Lamar was a 99 last year, and he's a 94 this year. Make it make sense, please. Patrick Mahomes at 93, that's fine. Rating has gone down the last couple years, hasn't been playing that well the last couple years. Fine with me. Drake May 92. Here's the thing. Drake May has had one good year. Same with Caleb Williams. 92 is absolutely insane. Drake May, you can't tell me Drake May is a top 6 quarterback yet. I don't think he's better than Dak Prescott. He's probably better than Herbert at this point. Maybe Drake May is 7. Maybe that was a little bit of an overreaction, but I still don't think just because Drake May might be the 7th best quarterback in the league doesn't mean he's a top. Doesn't mean he should be a 92, if that makes sense. Dak Prescott at 91. I like the rating, but I don't like the placement. If Drake May is a 92, Dak Prescott should be 92 because Dak Prescott should not be the same rating as Patrick Mahomes, obviously. But Drake May and Dak Prescott's rating should be flipped, or Drake May should be a 90. Now, Caleb Williams at a 90 X Factor. I understand the X Factor. I understand why he has an X Factor. He can certainly flip games around, but 90 overall is insane for the least accurate quarterback in the National Football League. He had a decent playoff run. They almost beat the Rams, but there's no way you could tell me that Caleb Williams is a better football player than Herbert or Goff. I'm not going to say Sam Darnold, but Purdy, Love, maybe even Trevor Lawrence. He's too inaccurate and inconsistent to be a 90. Justin Herbert at a 90, that's fine with me. Jared Goff, 88, that's crazy. Jared Goff has been putting up some good stats. He had about 34 touchdowns. I want to say 4,200 yards or something like that. He minimizes mistakes. He has good pocket presence. I think Goff should at least be a 90. Caleb Williams, honestly, should probably be 86 or 87, maybe 88 for Caleb. Sam Darnold, 87. What are we doing? What are we doing? I understand he won the Super Bowl. It's not because of him. He was getting carried by the defense, and he was getting carried by the run game. Nothing Sam Darnold did was that impressive, especially in the Super Bowl. They played a Niners team that was not ready. I mean, the Seahawks played 2 consecutive games against the Niners, Week 18 and the divisional. The Niners put up 9 points. Anybody could have been under center for the Seahawks and won if the Niners only put up 9 combined points in 2 games against them. Sam Darnold should be probably an 83 or 84. I don't think he's that good. Jordan Love, 86. Understandable rating. I think he should be 87 or 88, but that's fine. Purdy, 85, a little low again. I think he should be 87 or 88, but that's fine as long as he's near Jordan Love and Goff and all that. Trevor Lawrence, 84. That's fine with me. Baker Mayfield, 83, fine with me. He could be a little lower, but that's fine with me. Jalen Hurts, 82. That's completely fine, but the fact that he has an X Factor at 82 overall is absolutely crazy. Bo Nix should probably be higher than Jalen Hurts. Should probably be higher than Baker Mayfield. They almost went to the Super Bowl, for crying out loud. They would have went to the Super Bowl if he didn't get hurt. He should probably be like 84, 85. Jaden Daniels, 80, ridiculous. I know he was hurt, and I know he wasn't playing that well, but he was hurt, bro. He doesn't make that much mistakes. His legs are great. He's 1 year removed from carrying his team to the NFC Championship game. I don't see why he was at 85 last year, and now he's all the way down to 80. Worse than Bo Nix, Jalen Hurts. It doesn't make sense. Aaron Rodgers 79, that's cool. Bryce Young 78, he should be 80 low-key. Bryce Young really impressed me down the line of the season, however you want to say that. But yeah, they almost beat the Rams. I know that game was at home, but they almost beat the Rams, and they beat the Rams earlier in the year. So I think Bryce Young should be 80. Daniel Jones, that's fine. The rest of these, CJ Stroud, we need to talk about this. A lot of people are saying CJ Stroud's rating is way too low. I completely disagree. I think 76 is completely fine for CJ Stroud. He's very turnover prone. He doesn't know what to do with the ball. I get it, his weapons were hurt, but he's fallen off a cliff for the last 2 seasons, and his rating needs to show that. I don't think he's better than any of the quarterbacks above him. Maybe we could have a conversation about Daniel Jones. But other than that, I honestly think Kyler Murray is better than CJ Stroud, but that's a conversation for a different day. And these lower tier quarterbacks, we're not going to care about. JJ McCarthy, 71. Yeah, we're not going to pay attention to these lower tier quarterbacks. Moving on to running backs. Jahmyr Gibbs, 98 overall. That's the highest rated back in the game. There are no 99 backs. That's interesting, especially after the year Gibbs just had. I believe he was second in scrimmage yards. A lot of touchdowns. I think Jahmyr Gibbs should be 99. He's that good. Christian McCaffrey, 97. That's fine with me. He wasn't that productive of a runner last year, but he was still absolutely insane in the receiving game. Jonathan Taylor, 96. That's okay with me. He could arguably be 97, but he did fall off at the end of the year. Bijan Robinson at 95. That's way too low. He should be at least 97, if we're being honest. James Cook, 94. That's fine with me. A little bit of a fumbling issue, but that's fine with me. He was very productive last year. Derrick Henry, 93. That's fine with me. Saquon Barkley goes down 7. He was a 99 last year. Probably got the cover athlete glaze, but 92, that is a little low still. We're talking about Saquon Barkley. He can't run for 2,000 yards 2 years in a row. Should be a 94. Josh Jacobs, 91. The rating somewhat makes sense. He was really, really, really bad at the end of the year. He was dreadful at the end of the year. He was injured, so if you wanna give him a break for playing injured, okay. But he was so bad at the end of the year. Putting up He was getting benched at the end of the year. I forgot who their backup was at the time. It wasn't Marshawn Lloyd. I think he's new. But he got benched multiple times because of how bad he was playing. Or maybe they were trying to conserve his health. I don't know. Kenneth Walker, 90, straight glaze rating. He's done nothing to warrant a 90. I understand he's won Super Bowl MVP, but he was not a 90 overall player in the regular season. I mean, we're grading this off 3 games. Kyren Williams, too low again. He should have Kenneth Walker's rating at minimum. He should probably be higher than Josh Jacobs. Kyren Williams, he's good out the backfield. He scores a lot. And I think it's crazy that he's not even a 90 overall. Devon Achane, crazy rating. That's another crazy rating. He should at least be a 92. He's very productive, very explosive, good out the backfield, makes people miss. He's slippery. I mean, Devon Achane being under Kenneth Walker and Josh Jacobs is crazy. This is a borderline top 5 back in the league we're talking about. Breece Hall, 87. I think that rating is more than what he's shown in the past couple years, but that's fine with me. I think Breece Hall is talented, just on the worst offense ever. Travis Achan, 87. A little bit of a glazed rating. He wasn't very good for a couple years. He did have a bounce back year last year, so that's fine. Bucky Irving, 86. I don't get it. I don't get it. Jaden Daniels got punished way more for being hurt and not playing up to his standards than Bucky Irving did. Did Bucky Irving's rating even go down from last year? Bucky Irving was not really... He was injured, and he was not that good this year. So I don't understand why he doesn't get punished when Jaden Daniels does, when Jaden Daniels is way better than Bucky Irving at football. Javonte Williams, 86. Kind of a glazed rating, but I mean, they're giving a lot of glazed ratings, so we're just going to have to deal with it. Very good last year, obviously. Revived his career with Dallas. Ashton Jency, 85. Another glazed rating, if we're being honest. He wasn't that good last year. I mean, I understand his line was really bad, but I get why they want to put him at 85 because he's young and he's definitely going to be better this year. He's probably he could be a 90 at the end of the year, but 85 on launch it's understandable why they would want to. I could see why, but I think he should be 84 or 83. DeAndre Swift, 85. That's cool with me. One of the more overhated players in the league. Rico Dowdle, 84. Cool with me. Montgomery, 83. That's fine. Jaylen Warren, that's fine. Pollard, Charbonnet, 83. That's interesting. I thought he would have been a little bit lower. Charbonnet, obviously, good goal line back. I just thought they were going to put him lower because he was kind of Kenneth Walker. Well, he wasn't in Kenneth Walker's shadow because he was stealing all his touchdowns, but I just thought he would be a little lower, but I don't hate the rating. Chase Brown, 82, way too low. He should be at least 84, if I'm being honest. He's better than a lot of these guys who are sitting at 84, 85. Jeremiah Love, 82. That's a glazed rating, but he's a rookie. He's a top-rated rookie. Tremendous talent. Not going to hate on it. Quinshon Judkins, 82. Not love that, but that's okay with me. He was good last year. Obviously, gruesome injury, but I think he's back to full strength. 82 is fine with me. Travion Henderson, Cam Skadaboo, 81. Travion Henderson, 82. I think Cam Skadaboo was better than both Judkins and Henderson when healthy, but obviously Cam Skadaboo broke his ankle in like week 7 or something, so that's fine. Chuba Hubbard, 81. That feels a little low. I think Chuba Hubbard could be 82, but I understand he got his job snatched by Rico Dowdle, so I understand why they would want to knock off a few points. That's fine. Jordan Mason, 81, cool. Amari Hampton, 81. I guess. Tyler Algier, 81, cool. The guys in the 80s, cool. Alvin Kamara, 79. Wow, he's really washed now. 79 for Kamara. He was like an 86 last year or something. James Conner, 80. I feel like he could have been an 82. James, I know he got hurt really early, but James Conner, he was a good back. We don't know if he still is, but he was a good back. Ramondre Stevenson, 79. That's kind of disrespectful. I understand he has a very severe fumble problem, but I think he can at least be 80 or 81. Looking at the rest of these backs, trying to see if I see a notable name down here. I'm not seeing the notable name down here, so... Alright, we have Jamar Chase at 99. Love it. Jamar Chase, in my opinion, best receiver in fantasy this year. The league, we can have discussions about someone else. JSN, 99, straight glaze rating. It was 1 year. I understand he was good to close 2024, but JSN, that's a straight glaze rating. I think he should be 97 or 98. But getting the big 99 for 1 good year is crazy. Puka Nacua should easily be 99 and should be better than Jackson Smith and Jigba. He's done it for way longer. Puka Nacua has been good every year of his career. JSN really just broke out. Puka broke out in his rookie year. I understand the situations are different because JSN was wide receiver 3 and Puka Nacua was going on to a team with washed Cooper Kupp. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 95. Cool with me. He could be 1 or 2 ratings higher, but that's fine. Justin Jefferson 94. Now this is something we need to talk about because people are saying that this rating is too low. No, it's not, dude. He barely had 1,000 yards last year. He was dropping passes that he normally shouldn't drop. I mean, it last season was not the season he'd like to have for his standards, especially for being widely considered the best receiver in the league closing last year. To have a season like that, blatantly unacceptable, to be honest. CeeDee Lamb 93, that's okay with me. Dealt with some injuries last year. George Pickens outplaying him. Devontae Smith 92, Glaze rating. I don't like that rating. I think he should be 90. Drake London 92, fine with me. Elite set of hands on that kid. Mike Evans 91. I've seen criticism about his rating and Terry McLaurin's rating because both of them were hurt and both of them have X factors. Mike Evans, I understand why he would stay at 91 because Mr. Longevity. Terry McLaurin, I feel like he should be 90 or 89. He doesn't deserve the glaze that Mike Evans gets because Mike Evans at this point, that's a legacy rating. Terry McLaurin doesn't have the legacy that Mike Evans has. Devontae Adams 90 makes no sense why he's lower than even a guy like Devontae Smith. I think he led the league in receiving touchdowns last year. He had some crazy number. He was catching goal line fades left and right. Nico Collins 90, cool with me. Could be 91 or 92. AJ Brown 89, cool with me. George Pickens 89, should be a few ticks higher. I think he's better than everybody rated 90 and 91. You can make the argument he's better than Drake London. I think he's better than Devontae Smith. CeeDee Lamb is probably where they should probably be rated the same, whether Pickens should be 93 or CeeDee Lamb should come down and meet George at 92 or 91. That's your choice. Zay Flowers 88. Could be high. I get it. He's elusive. He makes big plays for the Ravens, but 88's fine with me. Chris Olave, he should be higher than Zay Flowers now. Chris Olave was back last year. Finally stayed healthy and showed us who he really is. Chris Olave was absolutely incredible last year. Cortland Sutton, no idea what he did to deserve 87. He's not better than Higgins, Wilson, Waddle, Malik Neighbors. He's not better than those guys I just listed. So that's just a glaze rating. T. Higgins 87, cool with me. He could be 88. Garrett Wilson 86. Injury tax. The rating is not terrible. It's just that he's not better than Cortland, or that the fact that he's not better than Cortland's son on the game. Malik Neighbors 86, torn ACL plus year 2 tax. They tax year 2 players who got injured last year. We know Malik Neighbors is way better. Malik Neighbors is a better receiver than everyone until CeeDee Lamb. Even like Drake London, who I think really highly of. Malik Neighbors is that good, and if he stays healthy this year, he's going to show everybody who he was at his rookie year at LSU. DK Metcalf 85, cool with me. JMO 85, cool with me. Rashee Rice 85, I get it. I think when he's on the field, he's better than 85, but you can't really give him higher than 85 because he's never stayed healthy. Ted McMillan 85, that's cool. He could be a few ticks higher. Alec Pierce 84, cool with me. Very productive with his touches, but his catch percentage is pretty low, and he doesn't get that many catches to begin with, or that many targets. DJ Moore 84, that's cool. Jordan Addison, that's cool. Cooper Kupp 83, that's a glazed legacy rating. I mean, come on. He was really bad last year. I mean, I'm not sure if he went over 600 yards, to be honest. I get he's a locker room guy, he's a good blocker, but that does not mean you should get to 83. Khalil Shakir 83 could be a little high. I don't think that highly of Shakir. Ladd McConkey is way better than everybody going up to Ted McMillan. Like, I'm not gonna say way better when it comes to Jordan Addison, but he's better than everybody above him going up to Ted McMillan. Michael Pittman, that's fine. Chris Godwin, kind of a legacy rating, but he's going to continue to go down as these Maddens go because he's kind of washed. Jacoby Myers could be some ticks higher. Adunze, Brian Thomas, those are fine ratings. Ibuka didn't do anything in the second half, cool with me. Juwan Jennings, that's fine. Jerry Jeudy might be too high at this point. That dude is trash. Michael Wilson. Did we see Marvin Harrison Jr. yet? No, we didn't. Okay. Michael Wilson, 81. Parker Washington, 81. I think Parker Washington could be 82, 83, but that's probably just me. Oh, there's Marvin Harrison Jr. at 80. Fine. Glenn Johnson, 80. Has an issue with his hands, but I think he could be 81. I think he's better than everybody that's rated 80. Ricky Pearsall, 80. Yeah, his rating is kind of... That's fine. Luther Burden should be rated higher than Ricky Pearsall, if not at least the same. Luther Burden was way better than Pearsall down the stretch. Pearsall couldn't even play games. Shaheed, 79. That's fine. He's a gadget return man. Let's see. Any other ratings that stand out? Calvin Ridley, 78. You light my fire. Brandon Ayuk and Deebo Samuel both at 77. So Brandon Ayuk was rated at like 87 last year. So they drop him by 10. And Deebo Samuel is 77. I think Deebo Samuel should be 80. Brandon Ayuk, he's never playing football again, so his rating doesn't matter. Looking for anyone, Jalen Coker is too low. He should be at least 78. He really impressed me down at the end of the season. Cookie Man at 75. All right, our final position for today, tight ends. We have McBride as a 99. That's a Glaze rating. That's such a Glaze rating. He's really good, but he's not 99. He's just not. George Kittle, 96. That's cool with me. He's the second best tight end in the league. Bowers, 93. That's fine. But I don't understand why he didn't get docked for being a year 2 injured player. But he's obviously part of the big three. After the big three, there's a noticeable drop off. And we'll get to the next guy in a second, but there's only 3 X Factor tight ends in this game, which is kind of weird. It feels weird, but all the good tight ends are just washed. And now Travis Kelce. The biggest Glaze rating I have ever seen in my life. The biggest Glaze legacy rating in this game. Travis Kelce has done absolutely nothing in the last, it feels like 3 years to warrant a 91 rating. Travis Kelce cost them multiple games because he dropped balls, perfect balls from Mahomes, straight into the defender's hands. He cost the Chiefs like 2 or 3 games from doing that. I don't get it. Mark Andrews, Glaze legacy rating. I don't even think he had 600 yards last year, and we're giving him a 90 when he doesn't block as well as a guy like Kittle, and he had like 500, 400, whatever it was, yards last year. Insane Glaze rating. Dallas Goedert, 89. That seems like a Glaze rating as well because he caught a lot of 1-yard shovel touchdowns. But if we're going to do Glaze ratings, then Dallas Goedert is the least egregious because he actually came off a good year, unlike the other two. Sam Laporta, 88, cool with me. Hunter Henry, cool with me. Tucker Kraft is insanely low. Tucker Kraft should be in the top 4. He's part of the big, if you want to say the big 4 with McBride, Kittle, and Bowers, you can easily say that. Tucker Kraft should probably be a 90, 91. If you think that's aggressive, at the very minimum, 88. Colston Loveland, 84. That seems aggressive, but I love it. Dalton Schultz, he's good. I like that rating. TJ Hawkinson, fine with me. Tyler Warren wasn't as good at the end of the year, but that's what happens when you have Phillip Rivers as your quarterback. So could be an 84 though. I think he's better than TJ Hawkinson. Jake Ferguson, low. I feel like he should be 83 or 84. Kincaid, low. Doesn't stay healthy though, so should be like 82, 83. Kyle Pitts, 81. Seems low for the talent he has, but he just doesn't do much on the field with it. Could argue 82, 83. Njoku literally never plays football. I don't know how he's an 80 at this point. Never plays football. Harold Fannin could be a couple points higher. Juwan Johnson could be a couple points higher. Cole Kmet could be a couple points higher. Brandon Strange could be a point or two higher. Theo Johnson could be a point or two higher as well. Dawson Knox could be a point or two higher, but he doesn't play that much. Dawson Knox is like only relevant in fantasy football when Dalton Kincaid goes on the IR for like the 8th time in his career. That's the only time Dawson Knox ever like gets his name mentioned. AJ Barner could be a couple ticks higher. K. Dalton washed. Isaiah Likely, I think he's better than 75, but he hasn't really proved it. Rondé Gadsden, I think he could be a 77. He was good at a point last year, but he did fall off at the end of last year, as well as the rest of the Chargers offense, because the offensive line was the worst thing you had ever seen. Looking for kids down here, or not kid. I'm not looking for kids. I'm looking for players down here who are interesting to talk about, and there's none. So that'll be the end of this video. Be sure to like and sub if you enjoyed, and I'll see y'all in the next video.